They became engaged and were married in December of 2022. All right. So now, like I told you, our Cathey was in the Gambia 2020. She got slapped back to America in 2021. She met Brandon George, this dude right here in 2021. They hooked up. She hooked on. She moved into his apartment. This is how I know Brandon knew about the Honduras scam. I'm going to tell y'all about that. This one is about the relationship. Then I'm going to do one about the business. Look, you know where I'm going with this. Yes. So I'm going to keep this up though. This one. Hi, Gail. How you doing, beautiful? I miss your afro. So now so Brandon and his fiance got back together. They became engaged and were married in December 2022. Now, I know Aunt Cathey hates seeing these pictures because she could not get him to marry her. No problem, Gail. Thank you so much for joining. Shout out to my moderators. I appreciate you all. So I know Aunt Cathey, like I said, I know she hates seeing these pictures because she couldn't get him to marry her, right? So I wonder if that's why he wasn't wearing his wedding ring when he was in Ghana. You see the ring? So he brought her some flowers. You see? He brought her some flowers and you see the wedding ring? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So with that being said, this looks like this was the engagement pictures, right? From the engagement party or from their engagement is what I should say. I don't know if they had a party or whatever, but she looks beautiful. I have a pocketbook like that. She looks really beautiful. I should reach out to her and tell her, sis, I got a purse that matched that. You want it? So yes, happy Mother's Day, Gail. You came in a little late. Happy Mother's Day again to all the mothers. Yes. So was Art reminded? I told y'all that he wasn't wearing his wedding ring when he was in Ghana, right? So was Art reminded that, oh man, my finger hit this. Let me just let it play. This is why I need to be using my mouse. This is why I need to use my mouse. So was Art reminded that he was married every time she saw his ring? Is it because he knew did he take it off because he knew that he was committing adultery with Art? If he allegedly slept with Art in Ghana? What happened to being B1, Art? What happened to that? B1. Or is it only convenient? Is it only B1 when it's convenient for you? Because either way, this man of not even 2 years was not wearing his wedding ring in Ghana, which makes me think, did the wife even know he went to Ghana? That just makes me think that, right? I just wonder if the wife even knew that he went to Ghana. Now, remember, y'all, Brandon and the wife, like I said, was married in 2022, December of 2022. So I'm just going to let this go because I don't want to mess it up. I'm just going to let it ride. So, okay, so here are the wedding pictures. Okay. So now on October 2027, hold on, let me get my thoughts together. I'm trying to put my mouse up. That way I don't have to touch this, and that way I don't have to mess anything up. So let's just let this play. So this is their wedding pictures, right? She looks amazing. And I think that that's why when you see Aunt Cathey, she's wearing braids now, right? Because this sister has beautiful locks. Now, I ain't gonna front. The brother looks better with a beard, right? I have yet to hear him speak, though. I have some videos from Aunt Cathey I'm not going to get into that, but with him in it. So I have yet to hear him speak. I wonder what his voice sound like. His voice kind of sound like, in my mind, like, hi, how you doing? Because our Cathey is pimping the hell out of this dude. I don't know. She's really treating him like he is the pimp and she's the streetwalker. I'll get into that though. So this is their wedding pictures. And on October 27th, Art Cathey played a video. So yes, he was married. He was married when he went to Ghana to be with Art Cathey. Yes, he was married. He got married in 2022. He met Art Cathey in 2021, but he knew this sister before he met Art Cathey. So once him and Art Cathey, but I don't think Art Cathey ever left this dude alone. I really do think that this dude was funding her life because she doesn't have anything. So I think he was funding her life, even though he was married. Can you imagine, y'all? Let me just play this. But yes, he was married when he went to Ghana with Art Cathey. He was definitely married. So let me just play a bit of this. I want y'all to hear this. So on October 27th, 2023, they got married in 2022, right? So about almost a year later, Art Cathey made this video about letting your man cheat in peace. Look at this. Let me do this like this.
So, with that being said, I want to read an excerpt out of my book because we are starting a conversation. I want
that ghetto ass book, but go ahead. Y'all, that book looked like a child wrote it. Okay. Oh my God. But let's just hear what she got to say.
Revisit the conversation as it relates to KPLS, which is what I talked about yesterday. Why this is a movement for brothers and sisters. And really, y'all know I'm Black first, but this is for all men and women. Okay. So I want to read something out of my book. And I read it yesterday, but for those that didn't see it yesterday, this is in my book, Intro to Breaking Soul Ties and Womb Cleansing. You can go in the link in my bio, go to artcatheyofficial.com.
So she said the book is called, now I did purchase that book, y'all. All she throws is insults. Now she said Intro to Breaking Soul Ties, something about the womb. Let me just make sure I got it right, what she said. Let me make sure I have it right.
Yesterday, but for those that didn't see it yesterday, this is in my book, Intro to Breaking Soul Ties and Womb Cleansing. You can go in
Intro to Breaking Soul Ties and Womb Cleansing. Well, if the husband said that your womb is rotten, so we know you don't know anything about womb cleansing, and then you want to talk about soul ties. You were out here allegedly sleeping with someone else's husband, and then you go and make a video to let him cheat in peace. Is it because he went and married someone else, Art Cathey? This broad, I'm telling you, I hope the wife whoops her. Okay.
The link in my bio. Go to artcatheyofficial.com and
don't do it.
The book, okay? And I'll send you a copy of the ebook, okay? This is under the section for infidelity, husband sharing, village, and polygamy. And I'm gonna always start off with this. Becoming the most common fear of all in love, cheating. Dun dun dun. All right. And
you see that, right? Okay.
And I also say that it goes into a few other things, but I'm talking about cheating. I want to rework that. I want to revisit cheating, infidelity, how we look at relationships, but how we look at men, the nature of men. That's what this is about. It's the nature of men, okay? So this is not just about polygamy, monogamy, none of that, okay? So it's the nature of men.
So how does she know so much about the nature of man? Was she a man? I mean, she kind of looked like one. I'm being messy, y'all. But I laugh because when men always say, "Oh, women are wait." Okay, so men always say, "How in the world women always want to read something about what another woman is telling another woman what a man wants?" But what I'm going to say is, if you are familiar with a con artist, then their job is to convince you that what they're saying will benefit you too in the long run. But in reality, it only benefits them. Shay, hello. Yes, she has some shady practices. Shady. But she's gonna say whatever she wants to get what she wants. And if this is going on 4 years, if no one can see what Art Cathey is doing, then they don't want to see it. They don't want to see it because it's blatant with what she's doing. Anyone can follow this. A child can follow connected dots.
It said, your Black union should liberate you to a greater existence without an unhealthy attachment of possession. For African people, and yes, you're African, living in a cheating, obsessed society, # American whorehouse culture, these become the dominant thoughts throughout the collective instead of
American whorehouse culture. I'm sorry I keep stopping this, y'all. Y'all can go and look at this if you want to, but this is the first time I saw this, right? I started it once she started saying something about the book. I was like, okay, let me just start it there, right? But she says American high house, right? Culture. When she's always the one talking about a streetwalker has the best job. I don't understand this woman. I think she really got mental issues, like the way she thinks, because it's like, how can you talk about business, talk about nation building, family building, this, that, and the third, and then in the same sentence talk about, oh, the streetwalkers got the best job because if you do this, you do that. Of course, we know that you know that. Isn't that what you're doing with Brandon? You giving him the na-na and he's paying your bills. But what does the Georgia state law say about that? Art is a narcissistic con woman. Yes, Tabia, I agree.
Nation building, which ultimately means you're living out of a place of fear, not love. I also said Black people love talking about being a village until it's time to really become a village.
You should know that, right? Because you talked about village building in the Gambia. And then when it was time to build the village with you and your business partner, y'all took the money and FM ran. Our Cathey need her ass whooped. I'm not saying I'm going to do it because I have too much to lose, but our Cathey and all of these con artists are going to run past they're going to meet the right person, and the right person is going to give them the business. Now, what that business consists of, I don't know. But we know if you keep messing with people's money and you mess with someone's man, God only knows what can happen to you, right? Fatal attraction for my man. Yes, I'm signing up for the seminar. I was actually there. Okay, I'm going to get to that. Let me finish this because y'all know I'll be all over the place and we got small amount of time. Okay, so let's get back to this, and then I'm going to get to my notes because I did take some notes.
Society is being created, and we're doing our part to bring this to fruition with a specific caliber of Black intellectuals. This goes into husband sharing a little bit, and I know it gets weird for a lot of people, but I know the phrase husband sharing immediately made men and women uneasy, and that's due to good old programming. One lady even suggested that I call it father sharing, and I'd like to respond to that in a riddle. How many legs does a cow have if you call the tail a leg? My point, it doesn't matter.
I want to hear this in your book.
And also suggest you're insecure about your relationship.
Okay, so let me run that back.
Husband sharing makes you uneasy. That only indicates you're trying to understand the concept from a place of fear, not love. And also suggest you're insecure about your relationship. Emotion.
So someone gets married, and she's going to try to say that someone is insecure about their relationship because they don't want to share their husband with your rotten vajayjay. Lady, you out here, we don't know what happened to your child's father. Do you still talk to him? I mean, I heard something, but I ain't going to say nothing, right? I don't think he want to deal with your ASS either. So he pushed you off on other people. That nobody want to deal with Art Cathey. Not even her child's father. Now, It's your child's father. What about Chief Montana, right? They always say she's with Chief Montana. Does he have multiple wives? Is she one of the side concubines? So you out here sleeping with all these dudes, and you want to talk about this first of all, let me just say this. Her making this video is for Brandon and Brandon's wife. When I see certain things that Art Cathey is talking about, she's coming at the wife. Who the hell is this bald-headed broad to come at anybody's wife? Who is she to do this? He, Brandon George, B-E-D, wait, B-E, Beg. Oh my God, his initials is not Beg. I think it's Brandon E. George, right? Beg. Lord Jesus, that's his initials. So, you're trying to, you're coming at the wife because Brandon decided to marry his ex-girlfriend, the girlfriend that he had before he met you. Honestly, with everything that's going on, I don't know how the wife is feeling and what she's seeing or what she knows or don't know. But I feel like this. The wife honestly dodged a bullet. If she can get rid of Brandon's ass, she has dodged a bullet. Let Brandon have this rotten womb woman, okay? Because she speak B1, oh, come to Africa, do this. And you are blatantly, you brought that man to Africa and he was married. He is married. So are y'all committing adultery? Allegedly? Do we really think that he went there and he didn't sleep with this woman and this was his ex-girlfriend? Brandon, I think you special, bro. Art has a personality disorder along with the drug sick woman. I do think that she self-medicates. I got to share that video, y'all. It's online. The Gambian national that she scammed, that her and her business partner Cathey scammed. There's videos. There are videos of the apartment. I'm going to upload that tonight for you. Just to remind you all of how Art Cathey was living in the Gambia. And she want to act like she's so sophisticated. She a sophisticated streetwalker dick. So she talks about cheating. She talks about polygamy. I'm going to let her finish this real quick. And then I'm going to get into my notes because we have small time.
Just block critical thinking. Oh my God, this book is so good because I talk about a lot of this. But have y'all noticed that everything we talk about in our culture is about men cheating? Have you noticed that?
Okay, so I'm done with this. Let me stop sharing that screen. I am done with that because our Cathey was about to get into, all she was about to get into is trying to encourage the wife and Brandon. So I feel like with her making this video, not even a year after they got married, she was just trying to push Brandon into getting his wife to be into this polygamy relationship. Now she's saying let him cheat in peace. Let's break this down. Polygamy, cheating and polygamy are two different things, right? If I'm not mistaken, isn't polygamy was supposed to stop the cheating? Per Islam, I'm not Muslim, right? But I talk to Muslims when I go to the Gambia. So, and I ask them about polygamy. Per Islam, polygamy is supposed to stop the cheating. If the man can go out and have a second wife, then that's going to stop him from cheating. Because we know that the men's drive is stronger than the woman's. Most women. Most of us can, I'm celibate. You know, and the men be like, right? And that's just, we're just made differently. We're just made differently. But I feel like she was making this video to try to encourage him to encourage a wife to let him cheat. But hold up. If you're talking about and you're pushing polygamy, Art Cathey, where's the cheating coming from? Because he's not, why didn't he marry you then? If he wanted your little rotten womb, then why didn't he marry you? He didn't. He went back and married the educated woman. So let's break this down. Like I said, this woman does not promote polygamy. She promotes side chick behavior. This is what she promotes: side chick behavior, not true polygamy. Because if it was really polygamy, then as an adult, all three of them would have sat down and talked about it. That's how real polygamy works. When a man gets married behind a woman's back, that's not true polygamy. He's not doing what he's supposed to be doing. He's supposed to let the first wife know, I met someone, blah, blah, blah. Now, whether the wives want to meet or not, that's fine. I feel like they should meet at least once. And there's the man of the household. The man has to control both households. So when he see the woman getting out of pocket, whether it's the American or whether it's the continental, whomever, if he see the woman getting out of pocket, make them all sit down. Y'all better straighten up and fly right, or you're going to be flying out this door. It can work, but the man has to be the man. But if the man is being a BAN, y'all know what that means, then he's going to tell, all right, Cathey one thing. He's going to tell the wife another thing to make them not like each other. But who's the common denominator? The man. Thank you so much, DS. Please like, share, and subscribe, y'all.